Greetings one and all, it's the Red Eye Knight here. Just a quick rant video about the state of Helldivers 2. I'm just doing this fresh off the Into the Unjust update, which is just another one in a long line of updates from Arrowhead Studios that is just proof that these people at the studio have no idea what they're doing. These people have added things that don't work to this game a million times, and every time they do it, they screw it up worse than it was before, and then it takes months to fix it. Welcome, Xbox players, to the compelling experience of waiting weeks at a time, or months at a time, for new content, only for that new content to come along, look really awesome, and then be completely non-functional. This is how Arrowhead works. They'll still make the damn excuse that they're a small studio, but they've sold 18 million copies of a game. You're a small studio by choice, Arrowhead. You announced this stuff a week ago. You've been working on it way longer than that. I find it very hard to believe that you guys didn't know this stuff didn't work. That the tunneling bugs... Which one of you absolute moronic Swedish meatballs thought it was a great idea to go and whack medium armor on their heads? On warriors' heads. Forcing a Helldiver to then either dedicate a slot to a medium armor penetration weapon just to deal with them, and therefore not take a support weapon that can deal with the big ones. In this footage you can see me having 6 or 7 shots bounce clean off a warrior's head. These new bugs suck. They don't make any sound when they dig. They can dig through any surface, including concrete, steel, and solid rock. There's no indicator. You'll see in the footage coming up. There is absolutely no indicator of how many of them there are. You cannot damage them when they're underground, even with heavy explosives. And they absolutely just come... They hit you for half your health every time. Instant double crit. So if 2 of them hit you, you're dead. This update's also come with a raft of things not working, like extraction terminals spawning in underground. The game's frame rate going to shit when there's more than one bug breach. The spitters being these new spitters being basically immortal. As you've seen there, when that clip was recorded, I knew there was one there. I didn't see the other 2, and I didn't hear any of them. The bug breach indicators don't work half the time anymore. So you don't hear the bugs calling for help, and you don't see a breach indicator until you run into a cloud of dust and bugs. I have been a level 150 for 8 or 9 months. I am very, very good at killing bugs. I've killed over 300,000 of them myself. I am so tired of these Swedish idiots smiling and acting so nice and then just delivering us a hot plate of trash. Arrowhead treats me like an abusive husband treats his wife. Like, I've spent all day trying to cook a nice meal for this game. I come to play it and it just punches me in the face for no reason. And I think it's about time that people stopped glazing these fools. Yes, they're a better dev studio than 99% of all of them. But they absolutely do not deserve this free pass to keep adding crap they must have known wasn't working or was completely glitched into the game, and then sitting there and smiling like they have done nothing wrong. And also, there's a bunch of YouTubers, Cloud Plays, Glitch Unlimited. Can you just stop with the glazing? And can we stop acting like Odo and Lieutenant Buzz Lightyear negative when they call these things out? There, you just saw a recoilless rifle shot glance off the heavy armor of a Bile Titan's head, something which didn't happen before this update. You have taken this game, which was already difficult to play in a fun way, and you've just gone and ruined things. The Arc Blitzer is now worthless. It can't shoot shit to these ground-based bugs, because in a year of it being messed up by the ground when you shoot things, they have deigned not to fix it. They have instead deigned to put armor penetration on smoke shots, which nobody was using because we're not all, of the LBGT persuasion. And I could care less. If you're a fanboy or a shill for this game, I've got a Helldivers tattoo on my forearm. I love this game more than I've loved any other game. And I'll continue to play it, and I'll continue to think, but I think it's about time that I stood up for myself and said, you know what, I deserve better from Arrowhead. They've taken my money, and they have just gone and made this, which I was looking forward to, this Gloom expedition, just into the greatest, biggest pile of trash, because only a Swedish game dev could say the following retarded sentence. We can't have that because it's too powerful in a PvE game. You guys need to lift your game. Stop releasing stuff that's half-baked into it. Have you heard the word delay? You can delay. I would be less annoyed with you if you delayed these things than I would be constantly getting my boys on to play this game, which they're quite sick of, by the way, because of these constant issues. I'm sick and tired of getting them on to play, getting all excited and hyped up for new stuff, only for it to almost invariably every time come with a raft of brand new issues because you didn't have the foresight or intelligence not to make your game on an obsolete engine. The time for excuses is over, Arrowhead. There's no more 60-day plans, none of that crap. It is about time you shit or get off the pot. Because people like me who love your game and who are supporting it, who love to play it, I've got over 1,000 hours on this game, deserve a little bit better than you just farting these wet conflagrations of absolute crap onto people who you've taken the money from. Anyway, I needed to get that out because this is the third major content release in a row where I have just been utterly disappointed, and I feel like a fool for convincing my friends to come back and give it a try, just to find that you've found a way to twist it into something even less fun than it was before. Catch us in the next one.